Okay, everybody, I'm sending you all across the country to visit our top clients. Bob, you're going non-stop Southwest Airlines to L.A.
Great. I love Phoenix.
Me too.
It rocks.
No, this particular flight doesn't stop in Phoenix. It goes straight through to L.A.
No stops.
No, it's non-stop, meaning it doesn't stop. In fact, each of the flights you're taking is non-stop. Philadelphia, Houston, Chicago.
How many stops?
Southwest offers more non-stop flights than ever to the places you want to go.
I'm sorry. I thought I heard you say no stops.
I did.
I know.
You are now free to move about the country.
We're a company of 34,000 plus employees. We service 64 cities to date. We have 534 airplanes within our fleet, and we fly all over the United States. My name is Richard Sweet, and I'm the Senior Director of Marketing Planning and Distribution for Southwest Airlines. I've worked at Southwest Airlines for 24 years. I have responsibility for all of our marketing planning, our distribution, market performance. The market from a brand standpoint, we want to be a low-fare carrier with the highest levels of customer service, and we want to add fun to the airline.
Todd, sit down.
No, you just want my place.
Come on, man, sit down.
I don't want to lose my place.
Do you see anybody else standing in line? You don't have to do that anymore. They board by group and number now and just call you out.
You're wrong.
You want to bet?
Okay. Oh, man.
Introducing a new and better way to board from Southwest Airlines.
You are now free to move about the country.
We hire people that are spirited and are fun-loving, and the intent behind that is that if our employees are enjoying themselves and having fun and being themselves, then they will interact with our customers that way.
It's very rare that you have a company that can keep a culture for close to 40 years, where it's a place that people are excited to work. My name is Chad Wadley. I am the Director of Product Marketing for Southwest Airlines. And if you think about your airport experience, or you think about flying in a plane, or you think about getting your baggage, or maybe even going online, we consider all those things within the product experience of our passengers. So it's my job to make sure that those are the best they can be, and understand our customers' wants, needs, and desires through all those experiences, and provide products and services that satisfy those needs. We do all types of research. Of course, most of the people that work in this Southwest Airlines, we fly our own airline. But we do work here, so we may be a little biased. But we get a lot of letters in from our customers that we all respond to as well. But we also do a lot of, we look at syndicated research, and we do also a lot of custom research, both quantitative and qualitative. So we spend a lot of time talking to our customers about each of the touch points. So whether it's using Southwest.com, when they come to the airport, even where they park, what it's like to check in with us, and how can we really expedite that process, and even through security, how can we take the angst out of traveling and make it a really smooth experience, all the way to having a flight that's on time. But even if you have to sit down in our gate area, we have the greatest customer service, but we're also going to provide you an area to be more productive, work on your laptop, maybe watch some TV, and have a comfortable sitting environment. We look at the boarding experience, the comfort levels there. We do all types of research just to better understand what we can do better. We do something called a Net Promoter Score, which looks at basically after you use our brand, would you go recommend us to others? Because we feel that's the best type of advertising is referrals. And you could say it's one of the cheapest ways to advertise, give your customers a good experience. And so we go out and use our database of emails to go survey customers that have flown us, and then we talk about our experience and maybe some things we could have done better, all the way to the specifics, what they actually went through in each of those experiences. And if they can pinpoint something we can do better, we're going to go back and take a look at that.
At Southwest, we do research to understand what customers want, and also to push beyond that. We try to understand what they might not even know they want yet. What should we evolve to in the future? What things should we be offering in flight, for example, that no one's really thought of or started doing now? My name is Alyssa Jaquish. I'm the manager of Customer Insights. Customer Insights is officially part of the product development group within marketing, but we support everything around here. We are the research team for the company, so we support the whole marketing department and sometimes even beyond that. In my opinion, to be a good researcher, you spend as much time up front with the team, getting to know what's going on, getting to know what their objectives are before you even start planning any research. I'm a big believer in doing qualitative research, especially on the early stages of projects, to make sure that as you're designing the quantitative research or the bigger surveys that you've got all the right things captured and you're doing so in customer language. We try to do the right thing for each project, but also from a bigger picture make sure that we're really broad in the ranges of methodologies we choose so that we're always learning and always exposing ourselves to the latest things, see what works for us, what doesn't, and that we're continuing to keep up and evolve. One of the best tools that we have is something that was put in place right before the research team got here, which I'm really impressed by. It's a satisfaction tool. The beauty of it is that it is so short and sweet. It's a 5-question survey. It takes about 2 seconds, and we send it to people the day after they fly. So it's very, top of mind.
Any product or service we have, we've started with an insight from a customer and led to a concept that they have. And as we're building those services and those products, let's say it's a new seat, for example, we're going to have customers involved in that development process throughout. So we know what they wanted and why they needed it, and hopefully we created a concept and a product that meets those needs. And then at the advertising group, if we go to advertise that product, we're going to certainly it's through the brief process, let the advertising group know what's the single most compelling idea about that product or service that customers want. And that's the thing we're going to go on TV with and say, we're differentiated, or this product is differentiated because it either solves this problem or gives them something they don't have on other airlines, or maybe something that Southwest didn't have before, but now we've listened and we said, now we have this product.
You have been assigned middle, seat 34E.
Well, how about a window?
How about no?
But
Next.
Want more freedom to sit where you like? Fly Southwest Airlines and experience the freedom of open seating.
You are now free to move about the country.
We use many channels of media to advertise our product. We've historically used a lot of television. It's very expensive, but you reach a lot of people.
For the lowest fare with no strings attached, consider the alternative, and you'll know who to call. Hello, Southwest Airlines? Certainly, sir. When would you like to leave?
Recently, another airline suggested you might be embarrassed to fly Southwest Airlines. Well, if you're embarrassed to fly the airline with the most convenient schedules to the cities it serves, Southwest will give you this bag. If you're embarrassed to fly the airline with the fewest customer complaints in the country, Southwest will give you this bag. If, on the other hand, Southwest is your kind of airline, we'll still give you this bag. For all the money you'll save flying with us.
So TV was important. TV is important from an image standpoint, but we also, and it varies by market, we'll use radio. We used to use a lot of print because with print you could get a lot of price points in an ad. You could tell a customer a lot. We don't use much print in today's environment, and we've evolved a lot of that spending to the internet.
Most of my career has spent in the retail environment, whether it was selling pizzas or tacos or potato chips. And within those environments, it's all, handing a product over to an end user. So it's very exciting. It's not a product within a product, but it's an end product. And they're all very competitive markets, very tight margins. And the thing that makes you successful over time is having new products, whether it's a new flavor of chip or it's a new type of pizza. To continue to grow, unless you're a new company, it's having new products, so giving people new reasons to fly you. In the airlines business, especially Southwest, they have kept a business model that has absolutely worked through all the years, and they've stimulated demand by low cost. So going into market, taking a lower cost of operations has stimulated that demand. And we've grown and grown and grown. Now what we're trying to do is really look at our demographics and do segmentations and saying, who is the customer now that I need to get? So I've tried to come in and say, I've taken this product experience, brought it into the airline business and saying, what can we do from a product standpoint, and really think of our customers as having different needs, business and leisure, and give them the things they want within our airplane, and think about our customer experience and our fuselage as really our product. And you know that not everything is homogenous to every type of customer. They're going to have different needs. So again, we want the customer service is equal with everyone. but there might be certain things that you want in your flight experience that you want to pay for and that you're willing to pay for, where another customer just says, I want the lowest priced fare I can get. You might say, I'd like to have a bigger seat, or I'd like to have a meal on board, or I'd like to board first. There's different needs. So we have to balance what got us here as a brand and say, how do we grow in the future, but keep true to what got us here.
Here you go, Billy.
From day one, Bill has been told where to sit.
Billy, this will be your seat.
Bill, you'll be sitting here.
You're in 38E?
And that's when Bill decided,
Hey, I don't want to be told where to sit anymore.
So Bill switched to Southwest Airlines. Now Bill sits where Bill wants. Freedom to choose on Southwest Airlines.
You are now free to move about the country.
The open seating was originally an operational need to turn the airplane around, but we certainly, from a marketing perspective, turn it into a benefit for the customer. And again, the better utilization we get out of our airplanes, the cheaper it is to fly it, and we pass those cost savings on to our customers. Through that whole process, we also developed what's called Business Select, which enables you to be one of the first to board in an open seating environment, and you get your pick of the entire plane.
Hey, Nick, check this out. This Business Select thing is great. I get to be one of the first to board, and I get extra Rapid Rewards credit and a free drink.
Shh, keep it down.
What? No, I want to shout this from the rooftops. I got Business Select!
Hey, what? I know it's great, man, but if everybody knows about it, then everyone's going to do it.
Southwest Airlines' new Business Select. You're guaranteed to be one of the first to board. You get extra Rapid Rewards credit, a free drink, and it's fully refundable.
You're now free to be more productive.
The one thing that's come to pass as the economy's gotten really tight and as oil has gone up is a lot of airlines are nickel and diming their customers. So it's not just that you're paying a fare, but after you buy that fare and you go online, you're going to have a lot of fees you potentially have to pay, and those fees over time have grown.
A lot of airlines are unbundling their product, and in essence, they're starting to charge for assigned seats. They're starting to charge for baggage. They're starting to apply all kinds of fees in an attempt to raise their revenues, and we're taking a quite opposite approach, and we're offering the entire flight experience for one price.
Tired of being nickeled and dimed by other airlines?
Is this your first flight?
On Southwest Airlines, we don't charge fees for stuff that should be free. Southwest, fees don't fly with us.
You are now free to move about the country.
Well, this particular ad is one that really does help us show the differences in our product and where our competition is going with pricing of their product.
So a lot of our in the past years, a lot of our commercials have been, we've kind of had fun with it, and we've talked about, there's a fee for putting your seat back, there's a fee for getting the overhead, and a fee for using the call button. But when we saw this whole bag opportunity, as a company, we said, let's jump on an opportunity. And the first bag, at $25 or $30 from airlines was such an emotional, sticking point and kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. We went out and said, bags fly free with us. I mean, we're in the customer service business and we happen to fly planes. But we are about listening to our customers, understanding their needs, and giving them everything we can possibly do to help their experience.